Hey, what's up guys, Raids here again. Some of you in the comments last video on the healing test video, and especially with healing with Lyleen, suggested that I was doing it wrong, that I'm using Lyleen wrong, that her heal is not meant to be used that way, that I need to actually insert the Lyleen through the alternate pal box over here. So the strategy would be to stand over here and insert the Lyleens whenever the raid pals need healing. So I strongly disagree with that analysis based on what I've seen with Lyleen. That's not how she works. Lyleen does not heal whenever you put her in. She heals when she wants to. But if you guys feel like that's I'm doing things wrong, then let's put it to the test. I'm always down to test things. So let's do Xenolord here, and I've got a rescue jet dragon as well as some pal pods. I've got a bunch of rescue Ryus this time. Another commenter said that the reason that the test was bad was because I was using jet dragon as a rescue pal instead of rescue Ryus. I'm telling you, I have all the rescue pals. Rescue Ryu is no more vulnerable to Holy Burst than any other rescue pal. It's actually worse than a bunch of them. Rescue Ryu is very fat. Rescue gets absolutely shredded by Holy Bursts. If somebody tells me that Rescue Ryu is more resistant to Holy Burst, I immediately know that you haven't really played around with it enough. So here's we got the two Rescue Ryus to start, and we're gonna make a very, very tanky. These are very, very tanky pals. Palladius was almost 3,000 defense, 3,200 defense and base. So this is a best possible case scenario. And what I'm gonna be doing is following the strategy that was suggested to me, which is gonna be letting the Lyleens heal. So we're gonna let them get rescued, and again, Palladius is a very strong raid pal against Xenolord Ultra. I have done very, very well with him. Very good. Now they outscale Xenolord Ultra, so 13 of them in this case outscale him because they have the damage, the level 65 damage, and almost 3,300 defense and base. Is very, very tanky. So this is the best possible case scenario. And then the Lyleens are all combat enabled. I will be following the suggestion of inserting them to heal the Palladiuses whenever they get damaged. So we're going to be trying that out just to see. Let's go summon the raid boss, and then I will be retreating to the pal secondary pal control station here. So let's start the raid. Attack the boss. Okay, and I'm retreating. So I'm just gonna let the Palladiuses do their thing, and going back to the control pane over here. I'm gonna go up and high to see. So there's one Palladius that's already got hit really hard. One Palladius is down. He's gonna get put in a pal pod. So again, tanky Palladiuses that outscale. Of course, Palladius is not getting healed by pal pod anymore. So what I'm gonna do is wait until the Palladiuses are damaged. And then I'm going to be inserting some Lyleens. Let me clear out these ads. Also. So very, very tanky Palladiuses that outscale the boss. So they're doing very, very well. Look how defense is actually really, really good, by the way. Like, he hasn't been able to kill very many of them. So Palladius just keeps getting stronger as time goes on. So we're doing fairly well. We lost this guy. I think he has healing potion on him. So we lost him. He went to a pal pod, but he didn't heal back to full. Okay, so I'm seeing some hurts here. I'm gonna insert Lyleen. So look at what happens. First of all, Lyleen gets inserted into the pal box management menu. And I'm gonna swap him out in and out to do heals. See if I can keep people alive. I have a Holy Burst on me. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna tank it. So first of all, the Lyleen shows up, doesn't show up in the pal box. The Lyleen shows up in the pal management menu. Now, to be fair, she is healing, but contrary to what was suggested, the Lyleen heal is not screen wide. The Lyleen heal is not AOE. It's not base wide. The Lyleen heal is pals that are next to her. So Lyleen just got blown up there. I lost a Lyleen. Unfortunately, let me try to clear some ads again. So this is quickly turning into a mess, just so you know, if you can't tell already. Here we lost a bunch of Palladiuses. I'm going to reload my Lyleens to try to get some more heals in. But like I said, Lyleen does not heal whenever you put her into a pal box. That's not how it works. She doesn't heal just because you put her in. That's not how it works. She heals when she feels like it. Dodging this. So look at the heal. She just did a heal. Pals over there did not get healed. Not how it works. Let's replace the rescue pals here to get bigger sanity, get more rescues. Boss is behind me now. So now, like I said, if I just had mass bred combat pals at this point instead of Lyleen's, I would have just rolled this at this point. So I'm not saying that Lyleen's heal is bad. I'm just saying, like, this is not as simple as you guys are imagining it to be, where you just put the Lyleen's in the box and they just heal the raid back to full. Not how it works. And people who are suggesting that, honestly, just tell me you haven't tested things, or you think that the AI just does whatever you want it to. That's not how it works. So here things turn into a mess very quickly. Boss is on me, I believe. Is he on me? Yeah, he is. Let's try to get out of here. Come on, Dragon, stop getting staggered. Apparently you cannot mount a... It doesn't let you mount when he's being staggered. But I think, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not that you put the Lyleen's in and they magically heal everything to full. That's not how it works. Not sure how else to explain it. Let me try this again. Put some Lyleen's in. Let me put some backup Palladiuses in. Some Lyleen's in. And go back to the palette management menu. So, like I said, when Lyleen heals, it's not base wide. Kill this guy. So here we're using Plasma Rider as a rescue pal. We're using Lyleen's to heal. Let me see what else I can do here. Put in more rescue pals, I guess. These guys are low sanity. Put in more Lyleen's to heal. So again, at this point, the boss is at half HP. I died once, but that can be fixed through gameplay. But the strategy component of trying to abuse Lyleen to reset cooldown and get infinite healing, I think that's like fantasy. Let's put in more rescue pals here. And by the way, this is a best possible case scenario. This is Palladius, 65 Palladiuses. Like, if I were to take all my DPS Palladiuses and cycle them through, this would be a ridiculously fast kill. This would be like a under 2-minute kill if I were to do that. Cycling 30 Palladiuses. So what's preferable? Dealing with this mess or cycling through 30 raid pals that outscale the boss? I mean, you guys tell me what you think. I don't see it working in it how people imagine. Like I said, when you put in new pals, they show up in the control pane. They don't show up in the... And by the way, I'm surprised at how tanky Palladius is. Jesus Christ. Looks like max defense Palladius is really, really crazy right now. Wow. I haven't done test on this, but a 65 Palladius with Diamond Body is real. The real deal. Yeah, I mean, let's try to get the kill, I guess, for the sake of the video. But I'm just not seeing the rescue pals lasting long enough. I just don't see why Lyleen is here in this comp. I'm just not seeing it. I mean, at this point, if I'm going to do this, I'll just mass breed Palladius, which are going to roll the boss, right? So again, we run into the situation where the incoming damage is so high from the boss and the Palpod is not working properly that you can end up in a situation where instead of adding more Lyleen's or whatever, you just want to outbreed the boss with damage. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with this at all, but I'm going to share the footage anyway, and you guys tell me what you think. Again, this is with Blazamot Rayo as a rescue pal. It's what people are recommending. When I insert Lyleen's, they don't do a surprise heal. Look, I insert a Lyleen, they do what they want. Sometimes they even die without getting the heal off. It's not like Lyleen heals on command. There's Lyleen healing right there, she's low. She didn't get the heal off right there, she failed. She died before she could get it off. It's not how people are imagining it, but yeah. You guys make your own decisions, I'm just giving you the info. But yeah, I personally will be completely abandoning Palpods and healing mechanics. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'd much rather burst down the boss with a CDR hit nuke. Much better use of my time and less prone to shenanigans. But that's just me. Again, not that it can't be done. It can be done. I'm just not seeing it being the most optimal route anymore. I will leave you guys to that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys on the next one.